Here I come.
Black men are giving black women AIDS at a very high rate.
He belongs to the streets.
But women are more sexually active and carry more STDs than men. So that don't add up. But I digress. Let's keep it moving.
Very high rate. Black men are unaliving black women at a very high
Stop
rate.
the cap.
And that unaliving rate, that's cap. And I'm going to show y'all a video that debunks that later on. Just be patient. Let's keep it moving.
At a very high rate. And now there's a new flavor a nigga out called incel.
And that's because y'all won't let men be men without calling it toxic masculinity. But let's keep it moving.
You're right. We don't need black men. We are the most educated demographic in this country right now. We have started more business than any demographic in this country right now. We're doing great. We don't need anyone.
Well, yeah, well, thanks to all the safety nets that y'all get from the government. And the only reason why y'all the most educated and got all these businesses is because y'all hold most of the country's debt. But I digress. Let's keep it moving.
Anyone.
We was never gonna date you anyway.
Usually it's black men, because black men are the only ones who seem to have a difficult time with, caring for someone other than themselves.
You can't ask any of the male contacts that for money. Yes, it is time. Block, 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 block. The wax lady, your hairstylist, your landlord, your phone bill. Payment method is not good morning.
If you don't feel like you can help out with me and my kid, then we don't have anything to talk about.
For all you pick-me-shoes out there cooking and cleaning and making your boyfriends giant plates of food, ask yourself, why are you doing all these things that wives barely even do?
If a guy is looking to tickle your fancy, let him spend some money.
It's guys out there who want you, right? But won't spend $100 on you. But mad because you talk to a new dude who spend money on you. He spend money, you don't. I'm doing us both a favor.
When I'm in a relationship,
What is that?
I don't believe in spending my money on my man. His money is for me. My money is for me.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Those last 4 or 5 quick clips contradict themselves compared to the other ones. We don't need y'all. We don't want y'all anyway. But everything is about what a man does or provide for you. But y'all saying y'all don't need men.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
So tired of this, bro. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So today we are going to be discussing rules for thee and not for me. Black women, they always claim that we're bashing them just because we hold them accountable or we call out these contradictions and hypocrisies. Yet and still, I just played a slew of clips. And shout out to Dazelle Films, because that's who I got that from, because he tagged me on that I believe it was on TikTok. But he be tagging me on stuff on Instagram too. So shout out to Dazelle, man. Yeah, man, this is a load of crap. And then y'all see oh God, man. Shorty with the crusty lips at the end. Ooh wee. You need to put some WD-40 on them shits. Oh man, let me stop, bro. Let's keep it moving.
Black men are unaliving black women at a very high rate.
And we're living in a time in society where black women are unalived every 4 to 5 hours.
A black woman is unalived every 4.8 hours in this country.
How many hours we got in a year? Don't worry, I got you. 365 times 24, 8,760. I Googled how many black women were victims of homicide. Plenty of results came up, but they all kind of circumvent around this number. 1,440. Notice that 1,440 didn't say that they were all male perpetrators. Remember that caveat. Then take the amount of hours in a year divided by 5, because that's how many hours they say separate how often we unalive them. That's the number you get. So for the claim to be true, we'd have to unalive this many more black women, and that's assuming that all 1,440 unalivings are male perpetrated. Then I like to add the carrot on top to piss them off. There's this many black women in the United States. What percentage of 21,680,000 is 1,440? They got more of a chance of being eaten by a shark than unalived by a black man.
Ooh, child.
And
You
that right
stupid.
there, my friends, is a prime example of why these women never want to argue stats with you. See, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think women run with that stat because it makes them feel better. And I would really like to know where they got that stat from, because based off of how homie just broke that down, it damn sure don't add up to wherever the hell they got that info from. Let's keep it moving.
This is what they say. Why are they the dating marrying non-black? This is what black women say. And as a black man, I'm not advocating it, but I can tell you why that might be the case.
I think that it goes way deeper than just, well, black women are not submissive enough. There is like historical context.
Do y'all think that any other non-black man wants to hear these excuses from women? So you think a white man wants to hear that I'm not feminine because of X, Y, and Z? I'm not submissive because of X, Y, and Z? Black men don't need to come on these platforms and say anything negative about black women. Black women come on these platforms themselves and say why they're not feminine, why they can't be submissive. Y'all say this for the world and other ethnic groups to hear, other ethnic groups of men to hear for themselves. Black men don't gotta say it.
Because white men are not gonna sit up on a podcast and talk about.
They do actually. White men have a ton of dating podcasts, way bigger than black men. I can name a ton of them. They got millions of subscribers. They have these dating conversations just like black men.
It's like, you know, that was cap. I'm like, people want to act like they ain't never heard of this whatever podcast that's been booming lately. They got more subs than Fresh and Fit, but a lot of their subs came from stuff that they did previously. But even I've reacted to a lot of their clips because I think what they're trying to do on that show is reach out mainly to that Generation Z demographic of women. Because if you notice, a lot of the women there tend to be somewhere between 18, probably up to like 24. Like that one Kiko chick who get on my damn nerves, she 23. So it's like, and I think the reason why they do that specifically is to give you a good glimpse into the future, to let you know, like, this is what you have to choose from if you want something serious, especially for us older guys, because we're not trying to deal with women in their 30s because we know what that come with. Even the ones that don't have kids. Just saying. All right, now, last clip is from Tommy Sotomora when he was on Fresh and Fit, man. Check this out.
If women are so damn smart, how come they the only constantly getting conned and lied to get in the situation they in? Y'all claim smart as men, but y'all the only people who say, oh, he told me to do this and he talked me into this. When a man gets screwed over, they say it's your fault.
You should have seen it coming.
Should have seen it coming. So why is it we can't say to these women, because let me tell you a stat that should shock you, all of you. Did you know there are 2 times as many black women with children than black men? Man. What does that tell you? Well, I'm going to interpret that for you.
Here we go. Okay.
It tells you that women are the same man. Oh, damn. So y'all know he ain't shit, and you him because you in competition with that other ain't shit to have that ain't shit baby. Because you just saw a video on Instagram of Future, who you know got 9-11 kids, talking about how hard it is for him on Valentine's Day with all these and big jump right on the video to be there with him. So don't tell me how great women are. Don't tell me how women care about marriage. Don't tell me how women care about society, because if they did, the last thing you do is continue to reproduce with somebody you know has shown he is not a father, but you do it because you want to. There's a lot of women who can tell you right now, I had a good man, but he was lame. I had a good man, but it wasn't exciting. Because let me tell you something. A nigga, a thug and a jailbird, he'll you better than I can.
Oh, yes, sir.
Because all he got is time on his hands.
And these are facts, but y'all know we ain't surprised by any of this, man. I've explained this in detail with statistics. 54% of black men are single and childless. 40%, really more like 39.4 or 5 or something like that, of black women are single and childless. But there's 2 million more black women in America than there are black men. So think about that, though. You can't tell me those stats don't connect with what he just said. There's 2 times more black women that have babies than men, and y'all outnumber us by 2 million. And only 16% of black men are responsible for the children born out of wedlock. And out of that 16%, I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's like a single digit percentage, like close to, I don't want to say close to half, but maybe like a third or a quarter of that 16% of men have multiple children by multiple women. So those stats, along with what Tommy Sotomora said in that clip, tells you everything you need to know. And it goes back to what I said earlier. That's why they don't want to argue stats. That's why they don't want to argue stats, man, because when you do, now you got to sit over here and take accountability. And you know that's their kryptonite. But they call it bashing. Yeah. Yeah, that don't add up, do it? Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler, because I'm in Cebu now. So please do that for me, all right? Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.